Hey everyone, Ashley here. So let's talk about those mysterious VIPKID technical requirements. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you're not quite done yet. Make sure you click on that bell icon so you're updated about each new video. Let's go. So as you can see, I'm actually in my VIPKID teachers portal, and I'm under the IT guidelines and requirements. This is a list of exactly what you need to be able to get started. So your device options include a desktop, laptop, MacBook, iPad, or even a Microsoft Surface. You cannot teach from your phone. It says that they're not currently supported, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to teach from my phone. I think it'd be too difficult. Too much that you're trying to do. That doesn't seem like a good idea to me. Anywho, so your operating system needs to be at least Windows 7 or higher, or Mac OS 10 point whatever or higher. Currently, Linux and Chrome OS are not really supported. So don't even worry about those. Don't even try. Next, you're going to need to have the Google Chrome web browser. I know that on here it says Firefox or Safari, certain things are higher. Don't even bother with those. VIPKID just sent out an announcement this week, maybe a couple days ago, and they're only going to support Google Chrome and the VIPKID app. Now, the caveat to that is I have found that I personally use the VIPKID app on my Mac desktop and on my Apple iPad. Works great, works wonderful. I also have the app on my laptop. However, and my laptop is a Windows-based laptop. It has Windows 10 running on it. It sometimes gets along with the VIPKID app. So I feel more comfortable teaching from Google Chrome. Moral of the story, if you are on Windows, whatever version, go with the latest version of Google Chrome. If you are on an Apple product, whether that be a iMac, a MacBook Pro, or an Apple iPad, I would go with the VIPKID app because it's going to be more stable. Next, you absolutely need a headset with a microphone. I recommend the one that I normally wear is actually a Plantronics, and it's got the actual mic that comes out this way. If you have headphones that are like this, these are like some of my running headphones, but they also have a mic on them. These will work. However, I do not recommend that you always use these. If you have the other one available, I would absolutely use that instead, but these will get you through your interview if that's what you need to do. I also use those whenever I'm traveling. Those are my traveling headphones because I can run with them, or I can actually teach with them as well with my iPad or my laptop. Next, you need to have a wired connection. A wired connection is going to be a much more stable connection for you. You're going to have less problems and less difficulty. I understand not everybody has the ability to have a wired connection, and if you're trying to teach from an iPad, you're not going to be able to have a wired connection at all. I understand. So then you need to be as close to your router as you physically possibly can, so that way you hopefully won't have any interruptions. If possible, I would not let anybody else use your internet in your house at that time or wherever you happen to be. Just say, I'm trying to do my interview right now. Don't even use the internet. Okay? If you can't do a wired connection, because you want to make sure that you have a smooth experience and that you're not going to have a bunch of technology issues. You also, of course, need some sort of camera so that way the students can see you. I typically teach from my iMac, and that has a built-in camera, or if you have an iPad, that also has a built-in camera that's already there for you. Or if you're teaching from a laptop, those typically have a built-in camera as well. Or you can also just get a webcam if you don't already have one. Easy fix. They also recommend that you have some type of backup power supply. Honestly, I do not have a backup power supply, and I do not think that you will need one for your interview unless you are really in somewhere that you often have blackouts. Okay, so if you feel like you need that might be something that you need to get, but you might be able to get through your interview without that, no problem. That's not going to be one of the questions that they ask you. They do typically recommend that you have some sort of backup way to teach when you are teaching, just in case something does happen. For example, when I'm traveling, if I'm planning on teaching from my Windows laptop, I usually also have my iPad with me so that if something goes wrong, like if Windows decided to do an update and it doesn't cooperate with the app anymore, which I have had happen, then I will switch over to my iPad like that and we'll just keep teaching class like nothing ever happened. And it works like a charm. So once you get all of this equipment together, you want to go in and you want to test your stuff. You can go in and actually test everything and make sure everything's working in the practice room. That's a great place to test and make sure stuff is working. And I will show you how to do that in another video. So check out the link up there. The recommended internet speed should at least be 25 MBs. That's a bare minimum. Once again, I already said that using a wired connection is recommended. If you're using Wi-Fi, make sure you're at least in the same room as your router. And it also is recommended that you have some type of backup internet just in case that internet goes down. For example, some sort of Wi-Fi hotspot. I have my phone as a backup because I can turn that into a hotspot. I'm sure many of you do as well. If you have any sort of smartphones now, that's pretty common feature on your phone. If you need to know how to use that, let me know, put a comment below, and I will create a video on that for you. So that way you can have a good idea of how to access your Wi-Fi hotspot. I'm not actually going to read all of this to you. I'm going to put all this information on my website and I will put it in the link below. So that way you can check it out for yourself. And if you have any other questions, let me know. See you in the next video. If you have any questions, please make sure to comment below, and also feel free to check out the description box for even more information. Talk to you soon.